Wow, I can't believe this. That's what I heard this cost like, they had to fly this in, this big old, I don't know what you call this thing, a spider web, $20-something million. It cost $60 million to produce all this. Look at the octagon right there, little cover, lights and sound and fireworks coming out that thing. If you didn't watch it, watch the re-air, dog. I mean, you got to get Paramount Plus, though, so I ain't going to try to spend your money. But point being, it was so good. So good. And you know I can't show a damn clip, not one of them. But look, damn. Like what we just saw is right over there. And look, ooh, it was 80,000 people just watching it in this thing called an ellipse or something. Like, what? What are y'all talking about? What happened, too? All right, so I think I can show this. And if not, oh well, it was nice seeing y'all today. Let's show this. This is dope. All right. Is this a real song? Yep, that's a real song. All right, so that's Donald Trump. That's Dana White. Dana White need a hip replacement. All right, so he walking, and he need to go back on that water diet. He got big again. All right, so here we go, Donald Trump. Look at me. Big guys can say that. Donald Trump walking with Dana White. Who knew that? Come on. It was like one black person. I was like, oh, there you go. Obama. All right, here we go. Look at this. This is silly. I got to stop it so we don't get shut down. Look at that. That looked like one of that movie, Avengers or something I saw. One of them damn monsters. Y'all. Come on, y'all. Oh, they walk out here. What if he say right now, I came through the door, I said it before. And then look, the real ones. Look at this thing. You go to a damn Chiefs game or something, you go to a Charger game, it's one of them. They got what, 12? Burning that jet fuel. That's $1 million right there. Salute, hand on heart, sick. I love greatness. I don't care, man. I ain't getting caught. I'm not going to lose like appreciation for sick stuff because people don't like, oh, I don't like him. So I was like, but do you like 12 F-15s? Like, I don't like who did the event. I like 12 F-15s. That is sick. You ever been under there when it happens? You're like, what? Well, not everything was great about it. At least some people say, let's go.
This has got corporate sponsors all over it. In other words, when they do the sweep of this, and I saw the video, you see all these corporations that poured money in. We know the corporations and people that sponsored the ballroom that he had got more than $50 billion worth of contracts. This is more of his pay-to-play, of his grift and graft, of him doing these
$50 billion of contracts?
$50 billion
from his contributors on
from
the
those
ballroom.
contributors. A small investment gets me pay-to-play. So this whole thing fits into crass, corrupt, and frankly, cruel.
Choice words. Not here to argue it. Senator Cory Booker, who I've got a chance to sit down with and meet before. Respect. At the same time, you're stating the obvious. Everything is pay to play. I don't understand that. And if you ain't getting paid, then you ain't playing. That's what the message is of this show and these kind of commentaries, is to let us know, get in on the game, y'all. Right? Somebody want to throw a party in your house or your backyard. You just going to let them do it? Anybody? Oh, no, but the government ain't supposed. The government ain't nothing but a power play institution. What are you talking about? I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to divide people, but I would just let you know, stop yelling about black and white like I did when I was walking through that walkway and say, where the black? Start talking about some green. Let's get in the game, y'all.
It's crass because of the reasons you said. It's corrupt because we know this is play. And the cruelty of it is, while he's raising billions of dollars for his arch for a project, for the UFC, for the ballroom, all of these things, which all he wants to talk about is in his press conferences, are these types of things. It's cruel because the people of this country, most of the people of this country are suffering, not being able to afford their health care, not being able to afford groceries, rent, and more. We're in an economic crisis, and he's playing the Great Gatsby with his big spectacles on the White House lawn.
Strong words. I'm not here to do the politics part. And the struggle part, look, I've been broke as hell before, too. I was on food stamps, welfare growing up, and they still had spectacles. And at that time, they said we was in an economic crisis. And they were like, Reaganomics. You know, like, I've lived through so many cycles. I'm unbothered by the rhetoric. I hope you guys get to that point too, because they're going to keep saying stuff that's going to trigger you and get you off your square when you need to be focused on what's most important. In this country right now, more than ever, and it's always been this way, but it's a class conversation. Like if you really draw between race and then the politics, but class and culture is the two you need to focus on. But they keep you going by race and politics. They keep you distracted. I'm just telling you the truth. Because they treat you way different. Look, I am me. This is where I'm from. The treatment was whatever level you say it was. I'm going to say this. I got $5, got drafted, it got better. I ain't changed my color, I ain't changed my politics, nothing. But boy, that class changed. I'm just trying to say, if you really want to see how this world is, class it up. What if you won $1 billion today? Billion. Then tomorrow you in San Tropez. You think you're gonna be sitting there talking about, oh, black, white, brown. You think you're gonna be talking about, oh, liberal, Democrat, conservative. You know what you're gonna be doing? Pass the Grey Poupon. And you ain't gonna care who give it to you. You ain't gonna care who you gotta ask to get it. I'm just trying to tell you, man, I've been from the bottom to the top and top to the bottom. I'm trying to tell you, while I still got them.
What are your thoughts on the UFC White House just in general? Like, obviously you said that you didn't really want to be on the card anymore, but it's such a spectacle, right?
I don't remember ever saying that.
Okay.
I do want to be on the card.
You do want to be on the card.
I do. And this is what I got to say. First off, I ain't jealous of any of those fighters. I am so happy for those fighters. I don't think you could have got a better main event. I'm happy for every single last fighter on that card. If they need me to fill in, if I'm healthy, hey, I'll do it. For the UFC, I think it's great. It's beyond great. It's literally the perfect scenario. But as far as I'm an economics major. I love studying politics on the political side of things, not the UFC's business. That is, of course, they're going to say yes to it. But what I think personally is that our government is desecrating its role in society by entertaining sports. Our government is to protect and serve the people, and really should be as minimal as possible.
And now I'm trying to see, this is where I wanted to get to, is where he's saying, okay, the role of the government, but more importantly, this role of the government shouldn't be in the entertainment profit business of sports.
When you're doing all of this stuff, hosting sporting events, it's really outside of what the goal of the government was intended to be, because our tax dollars and resources are funding this operation. And like I said, I'm not criticizing the UFC. I love Dana. I love Hunter. I love Sean, Mick. I love all of them. And
well, we know enough about when somebody say they love something, we know they also hate it too. And they're going to go, but. So we ain't even got to hear you, but. Here's the thing. I've been to several events at the White House. None of them sporting events. Taxpayers pay for it. Where's the outcry? I went to an Easter egg hunt at the White House. Where's the outcry? I went to a Black History something at the White House. Where's the outcry? You know the day they have cleared that lawn already. They having an event today. Where's the outcry? That's all I'm saying. When you go to the sports angle, oh, they can't do it. Where's the outcry? And speaking of the sports, let's show some of the angle. It may shut us down, it may not. But boy, this was the moment of the night. I thought this thing was over. I thought he was done. I can't believe this happened.
Where it's supposed to be.
Okay, there is a moment. You see that? The doctor comes in. Have you ever seen this? The doctor comes in, looks at him, and is like, first of all, you can't look back at me, so I know this is going to be a problem. He says, it's a wrap. I was saying to myself, too, yo, if you stop this fight right now, it's going to be a problem for many reasons. One, I know it's going to be called scandal and crazy by the fighters, but the corruption, and then we spent all this money for this. This is the main event. It was co-main events, but this is the last one. What? People have been losing their mind. They have been destroying. Oh, that's Donald Trump right there. I can tell by the hat. People have been killing President Donald Trump right now. This is what you spent Dana White, $60 million on for somebody to just tap out and the doctor say it's over? The doctor, even though it gets to that point, this round, like from this point on, he actually looked his best, but it didn't add up. It didn't add up. Y'all know who won that thing. Well, you say it's Genty. He won. And boy, give him some love. I love USC, dog. They just be grimy out there. Let's be for real. Maybe something we can show without getting shut down. I'm sorry, I'm trying to skip around it. Let's go.
Yeah,
I caught you with that one.
He's such a pretty boy that he was so concerned about the blood so immediately. I hit him with the uppercut. He's bleeding and he started touching it over and over and over. But I mean, he's so fucking dangerous. You know, I don't know how I stayed away from some of those shots. He definitely rocked me, but you know, I just kept telling myself that to just trust my abilities, you know, not be emotional. And again, when I say I don't have emotions, like nothing feels better than what I feel right now.
Blah, blah, blah. He managed, as we always talk about what confidence is, he managed the doubt. He trusted his abilities. That's all it is. That's why I hate when I see these stories. I'm like, who is going around telling kids, oh, never fear, no doubt? I mean, you mean learn how to manage doubt because doubt is going to be there. Fear is going to be there. You're a human being. Stop acting supernatural. Just say I trusted myself more than the obstacles. That's the way it should go. But I guess that ain't poetic enough.
The bonuses tonight are fight of the night, Ilya Gaethje, and performance of the night, Gaethje and Gone. So Gaethje wins like $825,000 for bonus.
Hey, we take that. Everybody always tell me how much they get paid. I want to know that base salary. Come on, talk something.
Do you just think, man, this is as good as it's going to get, and we just have to write it into the history books?
I mean, that's what I thought about the Sphere, and then here we are now. So I'm always looking to go to great arenas with, you know, good technology and give fans that show up the best experience I possibly can. It was an amazing experience. This was a one-of-one that will never happen again.
You don't think there's a chance the president says, that was good, let's do it again next year?
I can't afford it. There's no fucking way we can do this again. I'll never do the Sphere again, and we'll never do this again.
The P&Ls, as you guys know in business, blah, blah, blah. Profits and losses. He like, not worth it. They spent $60 million to do it. I don't know if that includes the purses and what they had to pay the fighters. I assume it does. But boy, 60? And normally it costs $3 or $4 million. Oh, y'all better look out. He gonna be at SoFi next. He gonna be at the normal stadiums, the normal arenas. See him at Crypto. He ain't doing no damn White House lawn no more.
David, I just got off the phone with David Ellison. He's going crazy. I mean, out the gates from the first fight, the fight exceeded all their expectations. I'll let Paramount make their own announcement, but it was monstrous tonight. Yeah. Monstrous. Like he's, you know. You don't get calls from billionaires flipping out too often. So he is extremely excited. I'll let them do their thing.
I know I was sitting there with my kids about to play checkers, and we start playing checkers, and then I'm like, hey, the UFC is on tonight on Sunday. I was like, I forgot. And we turned it on, so I helped. I kicked in. Larry Ellison didn't call me.
Over the last 2 days, there was something like, almost 200,000 people over at the Ellipse. And the list just goes on and on. I mean, just every way that and then tonight the weather ended up I thought the weather was perfect last night. The weather was actually better tonight. So we're sweating the storm all day. The beautiful all day, and then it's looking like from 6 to 9 there's going to be a storm. And this is fucking crazy, but the storm literally went like this and split and went around the White House.
Because the F-15s, they blew that damn air, said, get out of here. Sick.
So, and the breeze was perfect. I mean, just everything. You couldn't have had a better night. It was absolutely perfect. Just enough wind to keep the bugs off us. I mean, all the shit that I was worried about played out perfectly. Production was off the charts. I mean,
yes.
if you look at what we did, we built an arena on the White House lawn. That was amazing. But if you look at what we did at the Ellipse, it's almost more impressive than what we did on the South Lawn.
Come on, man. Blah, blah, blah. It was sick. Okay, so y'all saying no more? They ain't gonna do it again? Well, kinda.
That's something that kind of intrigues you or your production team?
Well, the president and I are talking about doing a fight for the troops next year. So obviously, if you did a fight for the troops, we'd do all that kind of stuff. We did a lot of them in the past. We used to work with the Fisher family, who were very dialed in with the military and could get things done easily. It's not easy to get things done on military bases and things like that. But when we have the Fisher family, and then obviously the president can make a lot of things happen. So we're talking about doing it next year. He wanted to do it this year, and I said, sir, I need a year to recover financially from the White House fight. So give me a year.
Roger that. And
Blah, blah, blah. All these Dana comments, huh? Y'all like, damn, Wiley. Look, the reason is, if you try and show that fight, love y'all. I'm just trying to almost give y'all some love to make sure y'all watch that, okay? Real spit. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah.
Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Pat Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
because I believe the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so